Alright boys and girls, welcome back to LewDix Aviation. We're going to fly this beast today. Going to do some landings with Lucas, young 16-year-old Lucas. I've actually not been flying for a little bit, been a few weeks, so I want to bring him back in and see if he can still do some landings. But before we get going, I want to tell you that this video is brought to you by Flying Eyes. Flying Eyes, if you don't know who they are, get out from underneath that rock. They make the best eyewear for pilots to wear in the cockpit underneath your headset, hands down. I've been wearing Flying Eyes since 2020. The reason that I wear them is they are so light, so thin, like 1mm thin resilimide, which means the frames are really flexible. Look at that, which translates into real comfort underneath your headset in the cockpit. Before I started wearing Flying Eyes in 2020, I was having trouble with other eyewear brands because the frames were too thick. I was trying to put them underneath the headset cup, and they were just causing a ton of head pain. In the 5 years I've been wearing Flying Eyes, I've never once felt head pain with any of their frame styles, which they've got so many frame styles, so many lens options. Today I've got the Aviators with the mirrored rose lenses, but there's so many different ones to choose from. They are the best eyewear for pilots, hands down. So if you want to join the club and get yourself a pair of Flying Eyes, or even add to your Flying Eyes collection, use my discount code LewDix. That's going to save you 10% on the Flying Eyes website. I got my own landing page, go and take a look.
And let's see, before landing?
Look at this guy.
What we got? We got golf. As
golf,
it is approach briefing, we're gonna come in young.
Right down when you
Good, seats are upright and secure, seat belts on, mixture. We are rich, fuel selector is on both, flaps as required, carb P. We'll turn it on, one more on like, downwinder a little bit.
Cool.
What is that?
Little RC plane thing, gonna land on it. Yeah, emergency, bang.
And speaking of emergency, I'm about to give him one. Simulated, of course, but the egg is well and truly about to be on my face.
Alright, we're almost midfield.
Yes, we are a little bit low though.
Yeah. And November 7th, full mic off is a midfield for 1-3.
Full mic off, runway 13, clear touch and go, make right traffic.
Alright, clear touch and go, runway 13, we'll make right traffic, 7th, full mic off.
I shouldn't do it.
Oh, yes, you should, boy.
I shouldn't.
You should. Yes, you should.
A little bit of a displaced threshold.
Full power out, all the way out. Engine failed.
Alright, 65, let's go.
So just to point out, you're on a downwind at 750 feet, and the engine's failed.
$500.
Flaps, breeze. Alright, we're a little high, but that's alright. Plenty of runway. Flaps 30. RP back in, flaps up, full power. I knew it. I was like, there's no way this is a peaceful flight. I was like...
Alright, so, okay. I'm left a little bit red in the face because I was trying to mess you up. The point I was trying to make was that you were low on a downwind, and if you got an engine failure while you're too low, you're running the risk, especially if you've extended a downwind, that you're not going to make it back to the runway. That's the point I was trying to get at, right? But boy brings it in and greases it. So,
bro, I was like, there's no way he wants to just do some normal.
Yeah, that's alright. That didn't work for me, but just do me a favour, maintain pattern altitude.
Okay, I got you.
That's the point I'm trying to get at.
I got you.
Full mic off, runway 13, clear touch and go.
Alright, 13, clear touch and go, 7th, full mic off. I guess he called us.
I guess he could, yeah. Alright, this is a normal one, no failure, hopefully.
Thank God. Alright, we're like a beam, so we'll start to bring her down to 700. And once we hit 700, I'll go flaps 1. Flaps 10.
Well, do it now.
You know now?
Yeah, do it now.
Yeah, we are in the way. Alright,
yeah, there you go.
Cool, for it.
A little bit of an ugly.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
500.
Traffic patterns.
Been what, like 3 weeks? Maybe longer.
It's like I'm gonna have Lucas do stalls.
Yeah, I'm gonna Lucas, we're gonna do emergency procedures 20 times.
Like, yeah. Little firmy.
Little firm.
I'll be back on, flaps coming up, full power. Looking for 55. Pause rig, gear up.
Gear up. That's my job. Nice, man. Yeah, just a little bit of an ugly turn to final.
That was terrible.
That's where the, hitting those airspeeds and the procedure in the pattern is important. So downwind 80 on a base 70 to 75, final 60 to 65.
Yeah.
The little ugly turn I was a little bit fast on final, so we floated down the runway a little bit. So see if we can kind of fix that.
Yeah.
Also, when you're coming in, I'm seeing not much control with the rudder to keep the nose from swinging around.
A little rusty on my traffic patterns, you know?
And that is a perfect example of how proficiency affects.
Once we're in the white arc, we'll go flap 1.
Whap, 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 whap.
No.
Oh, let's strike a chord.
A minor.
You are a minor.
Yeah.
Alright, the engine. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, if he pulls it, I'm gonna just put
Yeah, I'm gonna put it back in. Nope. Alright, what speed are you looking for?
65.
Get it.
Yeah, that base was a little ugly.
Yeah, a little ugly turn. Still at 73. There you go, there you go. Nice, man.
Flaps up. Full power.
We'll take it, we'll take it.
And
Not
55.
not quite a greaser, but
Yeah, but like still capable.
still good, still fine. What I would say is you're still not using the rudder in the flare.
Yeah.
So the nose is kind of going off left a little bit. So if you feel that little jolt when we land, we're landing with a little bit of side load.
A little bit of a grab, yeah.
Mic controls.
Mic controls.
Competition time. We're going to see who can land closest to the numbers.
Okay.
All right. You cannot land before the numbers, but closest to the numbers. My speed's back where I want. My nose is where I want it. So I got my speed. I'm all right. Bringing it to ground effects. Let's see what we can do. Just a little bit past the numbers, right?
Yep.
That is your benchmark.
All right.
All right. What do you think?
It was like same spot.
It's just a little bit past it. All right, so I win. No solo. No, just kidding.
Get out.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Field, left down.
Tower 4 Mike Golf, you okay with a short approach?
4 Mike Golf anytime, short approach approved.
Legend, short approach approved, 4 Mike Golf.
Alright, I'll start to bring her down.
Yep.
Fire peak coming up.
Yes, sir.